Good morning. Continuing chapter, political parties. Last class we spoke about national and regional parties. We tried to differentiate between these two and also discuss what is the criteria for any political party to be termed as national party. Now there are 7 prominent national political parties of India, out of which 2 big parties, which is Indian National Congress and Bharatiya Janata Party, we had discussed in the previous session. Today we'll talk about other national parties, starting from NCP, that is Nationalist Congress Party. It was formed in 1999. And who formed it? A gentleman here on the screen, you can see Mr. Sharad Pawar. He was initially member of Indian National Congress, but later on in 1999, he split from the Congress party and formed his own party. This is the party symbol, which you can see on the screen. And the ideology of this party is democracy, then Gandhian secularism. That means religious equality. There's no state religion. All religions should be treated equally, equity, social justice, and federalism. And wants the high offices in government to be confined to natural born citizens of the country. And this party has a significant presence in Maharashtra. It's very big in Maharashtra and also have presence in Meghalaya, then Manipur and Assam. And whenever this United Progressive Alliance government was formed in 2004, so they had supported UPA. Okay, so this was about NCP. Now talking about the next party, that is All India Trinamool Congress. People who are from West Bengal must be aware of uh, this party, and yes, Mamata Banerjee launched this party in 1998, and and it got recognition as national party in 2016. Now the party symbol is flower and grass. You can see here behind. This is the symbol, and this party again is committed to secularism and federalism. So this is what their ideology is. Talking about their presence, they have been in power in West Bengal since 2011. Okay, and we are sitting in 2020 now. So in past 9 years, this is the party which is forming government in West Bengal. And they also have a presence in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur and Tripura. In the general elections, that the last elections held in 2019, they got 4.707% votes and won 22 seats, making it the 4th largest party in the Lok Sabha. Okay, so this was All India Trinamool Congress. Next party, Bahujan Samaj Party, very popular party in Uttar Pradesh. This is the symbol, this elephant on blue mark. Mayawati, the current leader, and this party was formed in 84 under the leadership of Kanshiram, and it seeks to represent and secure power for the Bahujan Samaj. Bahujan Samaj, which includes ST, SC, OBCs and religious minorities. And it draws inspiration from the ideas and teachings of Baba Sahib Ambedkar, Sahu Maharaj, Mahatma Phule and Periyar Ramaswamy Naicker. And this party stands for the securing the interest and welfare of the tribal people and basically oppressed people, though, so they represent them. This party represents the oppressed people, the STSCs. It has its main base in, as I told you, UP, and substantial presence in neighboring states like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi, and Punjab. Now, this party formed government in UP several times. They have come either most of the times with the support of different parties at different times. And in Lok Sabha elections held in 2019, it polled around 3.63% votes and secured 10 seats in Lok Sabha. So again, a very prominent party of UP. Next party we'll talk about is Communist Party of India. Before I talk about Communist Party of India, this Left Front in India. Actually, Left Front is what? It's an alliance of political parties in West Bengal. And this alliance ruled West Bengal for a very long time, that is from 1977 to 2011. And for 5 years, CM was Jyoti Basu, and later for 2 years it was Buddha Deva Bhattacharya. Okay, and this picture, what you can see is D. Raja, a very current leadership of CPI. He's the leader, and this is the party symbol, sickle with this floating. Okay, and what this party believes in: Marxism and Leninism, secularism and democracy. By now, you all should be knowing what is secularism, what is democracy. Now, talking about Marxism and Leninism, Leninism was advocated by Vladimir Lenin, a Russian revolutionary, and he proposed dictatorship of working class under Leninism. That means working class should hold power. And Marxism was propounded by Karl Marx, and it's a communist system wherein workers own the means of production. That means workers should be given more importance, right? And talking about socialism, again, what they believe, these CPI, the communist, they are partly socialist who believe in state control of all resources, and resources should be divided equally among the people, and there should not be wide gap between haves and haves not. Okay, so this is what CPI ideology is. They also oppose forces of successionism and communalism. What is communalism? Communalism is, thinking that your religion is better than the other. So dividing society on the name of religion. So this party is against that. Now, they also accept parliamentary democracy as a means of promoting the interest of working class, farmers, and poor. And this party got weak in 64 when, after a split that led to the formation of CPIM. Okay, so new party was formed from CPI to CPIM. Significant presence in the states of Kerala, West Bengal, Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Its supports base had gradually declined over the years. Fine, so their presence is in these states. And in last election, Lok Sabha election, one person vote only and 2 seats. Fine, and this party advocates the coming together of all left parties to build a strong left front. Okay, so they want that all left parties should be together. There should be one, right? So this was about CPI. Now the next party, that is CPIM. M stands for Marxist. Founded in 64 after the split from CPI, and they also believe in Leninism, socialism, secularism, and democracy, and opposes imperialism and communalism. They are against liberalization. They don't want foreign investors to be coming in India. Okay, and same as CPI, ideologies are almost same. They enjoy strong support in West Bengal, Kerala, Tripura, especially among the poor. Factory workers, farmers, agricultural laborers, and the intelligentsia. What do you mean by intelligentsia? People, those who have uh, very good knowledge about political science. Okay, and the critical of the new economic policies that allow free flow of foreign capital and goods into the country. So that's what I told you. They are against liberalization. Now, was in power in West Bengal without a break for 34 years. And but in last election, won only 1.75% of votes and 3. So this was the last party which I wanted to discuss with you. So all put together, 7 national parties we have discussed. What you should know about these parties is their symbol and their ideology. Okay, and where they are prominent, their presence. So that's it for today. Thank you.